This is Mrs. Rosemary Bufforfington, outstanding in egg production. This is Miss Felicia Rabbit, niece of the famous E.B., the Easter Bunny. This is Mr. Herbert Hare, superintendent of hard boiling. These and many more you'll meet in a few minutes when Fletcher Rabbit takes us on a bunny-to-bunny tour of the eggplant. But first, we switch you to the Kukla Studios, where Fran Allison, who is helping Mr. Rabbit coordinate the tour, is standing by. Come in, Miss Allison.
Thank you. Hello. At this point, I'm endeavoring to make contact with Mr. Rabbit. Calling Fletcher Rabbit. Come in, Fletcher Rabbit. Come in, Fletcher Rabbit.
Hello?
Hello, Fletcher.
Hello, Frances.
Hello.
I can hear you like you're in the next room, clear as a bell.
Well, good. Fletcher.
Girls. What? I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Fran.
Fletcher, will you stand by?
Yes, the show has got to go on. I'll be standing by, dear.
Well, we'll join you presently.
You bet.
This marks the close of another highly successful season at the eggplant. And it is with a great deal of pride that Fletcher Rabbit has arranged this bunny-to-bunny tour of the eggplant. But right now, our friends along the network have a special message for you, after which point we will return for our tour of the eggplant. And we bring you Easter greetings from Mrs. Josephine Gordon of the Gordon Baking Company, makers of Silver Cup bread. Today, we want to salute someone who is well known to all of you, particularly the women in the family. He's the man who runs the food store you deal with almost every day of the year. The Silver Cup people know him very well, too, because their trucks make daily calls at his store to deliver fresh supplies of Silver Cup bread. Dealing with an outstanding group like these make the Silver Cup people's job much easier, too. The job of seeing to it that the best bread possible, Silver Cup, is always available and always fresh for you. So we'd like to take this special occasion to extend to grocers everywhere a heartfelt thanks from the makers of Silver Cup. Well, we're just about ready to begin our tour. Now, this will not only be highly informative, but we may very well settle an age-old question, which came first, the chicken or the egg, as you will see when you meet Fletcher's first guest. I'll see if I can contact him now. Come in, Fletcher Rabbit.
Hello, Frances.
Come in.
Thank you very much, Frances Allison. Thank you very much. Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the most exciting days in my life. You, I know, have heard for many years about the eggplant, and today, for the first time in history, we are conducting a bunny-to-bunny tour of this eggplant, where Mr. E.B., the Easter Bunny, has done such magnificent work in egg production. Now, it may sound strange to you when I say bunny-to-bunny standing here with my first guest, because actually we're going to start off with a bunny-to-chicken rather than a bunny-to-bunny. You see, I'm standing here, as you can see behind me, in the coop department. This is the egg production department. Back here and extending for more than 2 or 3 city blocks are chicken coops. Now, I must hasten to add at this point, however, that the eggplant is not restricted only to chicken eggs. Heavens, no. I would like to say at this point that we have not only chicken coops, but duck coops, and also geese coops. And we also have a few ostriches on hand for that person who has everything. Well, now, while we're here, I must say that it was announced I was to interview Miss Hermione Hen. Now, it just so happens that Miss Hen, was taken away from the eggplant for a few days. One of her little pullets had the pip, and so naturally we couldn't interview her. However, we do have a lady who is outstanding. And the reason we brought you here into the chicken department is because we felt that chicken eggs are perhaps the most popular of all Easter eggs. And I just can't tell you how wonderful it has been to work here in the chicken coop with all of these old hands And I would like, at this point, to introduce to you Mrs. Rosemary Bufforfington, the matriarch of our egg production plant. Mrs. Orpington, would you mind saying a few words into our microphone? I beg your pardon? Oh, I believe that camera over there. No, I'm sorry. You're not allowed to say hello to anyone. I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Bufforfington, but you see, it's against the law, I believe. Who was it that you wished to say hello to? Oh, Mr. Rooster. Well, just a nod. Well, that's fine. Thank you very much. Now, Mrs. Bufforfington, I want to... Mrs. Bufforfington. Mrs. Bufforfington, please. Please, I want to... No, heavens, no. The sky is not falling. I don't know. I don't care what Henny Penny says. She's an alarmist. I'll just stop this. I want to carry on this interview. Now, we've enjoyed visiting with you today. I want to ask you about the egg production here. Just how does it add up? I beg your pardon? Is that so? Well, that's very interesting. Mrs. Bufforfington, please. No. Mrs. Bufforfington, please, it's not lettuce, it's my ear. Thank you very much. Now, what was it about egg production? Oh, not really. Oh, that would be a wonderful thing, ladies and gentlemen. Mrs. Bufforfington, if you only could. A first. Ho! A first on television. Well, in the literal sense of the word, that is. Well, thank you. Oh, Mrs. Bufforfington. Oh, really? Well, this would be unheard of. Oh, this is the day of days. Well, I can see why you are outstanding in egg production, Mrs. Bufforfington, and I want to... Oh, you have the day off tomorrow now. Well, I understand. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, she's left. Well, hasn't that been exciting, ladies and gentlemen? A real exciting beginning for this really exciting tour of the eggplant. And I believe my microphone is fouled here. I have to... No, Mrs. Bufforfington, it's not a worm, please. It's my microphone. Please, girls, please. Oh, dear me, sus, this is terrible. We've got to get on to the other departments now, and, well, I'll just have to go down and take care of this myself. Fran Allison, if you're standing by, would you mind coming in, please, Fran Allison?
Thank you, Fletcher Rabbit. Well, you can see that Fletcher has been completely elementary in planning this conducted tour. We began with the basic principles of the operation, and we now move on to the precision of the assembly line. If Mr. Rabbit has reached his post, I'll be able to contact him. Calling Fletcher Rabbit.
Hello, Fran Allison. I'm here.
Take it away.
Thank you very much. I'm just going now in. We're coming down. Hello down there. How are you? We are now in the main production line department. This is where, I hope you can hear me. It's very difficult to hear, I know. That is the machinery that is going on. We are now in the production line department where the eggs are being boiled and colored. I wonder if we could, I believe perhaps you could see this whole production. Could you fellows get a picture over there, please, to see? There you have the whole assembly line. You can see these rabbits, and you're very right there. They're putting the fresh country eggs on the belt, and they move slowly down toward that large machine. That's EB's own invention, hard boiler and colorer in one deft operation. Down at the far end, we'll go down there in a moment. They're putting the eggs in the basket. Thank you, fellows, very much. That's very nice. Now I'm going to try to get down to interview the... So I believe my microphone is fouled again. My line is caught, fellows. I want to interview these folks down here if I can get that. My microphone, would you would you... Oh, I beg your pardon. I'm terribly sorry. Now, as you can see, lady and this gentleman, Bunny, are putting the eggs on the belt, and they're moving it down. Excuse me. I'll have to, if you'll excuse me, I have to pass behind you, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, you can see these eggs coming along of uniform size and quality. They're just beautiful. Moving along gradually toward the hard-boiling machine, which it... Well, this is an interesting operation. I wonder what this lady is doing. Oh, perhaps she will tell us herself in her own words. Miss, would you speak a few words in... Miss? Hey, doing the eggplant mumbo. Hey, do... Oh, I must hold on to myself here. Well, I don't believe I can get anything from this lady here. She's very busy. We are going to see the machine in full operation in a moment, and if you'll just bear with me, I will go around in back and see you on the other side in just a moment. Fantastic, isn't it? Isn't that this is Mr. Herbert Hare, who is superintendent of hard boiling. You notice he's watching the gauges and seeing that everything is properly oiled. Very interesting operation. They come out here all colored, as you can see. The eggs are colored and hard-boiled in one deft operation. Perhaps we can get a word from Mr. Hare here. Pardon me. Excuse me, Mr. Hare. Thank you very much. I wondered, the television cameras out there, we wondered if you would say a few words to our friends about this. Would you speak right into the mic, please? Well, thank you very much, Mr. Hare. I'm sure that the American public was interested in that comment. And, look at this, a little egg that's laying down on the job. Get up there. Would you say a word or two, please? Thank you very much. And now, here we are down at the end. My, aren't these busy bunnies? This lady here takes the colored eggs off the assembly line and puts them in the baskets, you see. And the little fellow there puts them on another belt, I believe. Yes, they're putting two in there, and then they put them on the... Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Well, that's a factory joke, you know. Well, we're very happy down here at the eggplant, and I think maybe you'd like to hear a chorus of the famous eggplant loyalty song. It's just a dandy thing. Let's... At the eggplant, we love the Easter season for the very simple reason that the work is really fun.
At the eggplant, we love the Easter season for the very simple reason that the work is really fun.
At the eggplant, the rabbits are so agile, for the eggs are very fragile, yet we never break a one.
At the eggplant, the rabbits are so agile, for the eggs are very fragile, yet we never break a one.
But we break production records as EBX us along to a new production peak. Let me make a good example. We turned out 10,800 units last week.
That's a record. At the eggplant, the great cooperation is because of admiration for that grand old Nanny Bee.
At the eggplant, the great cooperation is because of admiration for that grand old Nanny Bee.
Easter Bunny.
At the eggplant, I'm happy and proud I can be an ever-loving, ever-loyal, everlasting employee. He's an ever-loving, ever-loyal, everlasting employee. Oh, splendid, Bunny, splendid. You're doing a beautiful job. Well, sirree, Bob, I think we're going to move over here. You'll excuse me, Bunnies, excuse me. Yes, sir. Now, I tell you, we're going in... Oh, I believe my microphone is fouled again. I have a little trouble. We're going over to another place now, but while I free my microphone, Fran Allison, if you're standing by, please take it away, please. Thank you, please.
Thank you, Fletcher. You're coming through beautifully, just beautifully. Well, you've seen the operation of boiling, coloring, and dyeing, beginning with the natural resources coming directly from the hen to the basket to you. And now we go to a completely different part of the eggplant. This is in the candy department. And here you will see a process which was designed and developed by that grand old man, E.B., the Easter Bunny, namely that of chocolate dip. Now, I think Mr. Rabbit has had sufficient time to reach his starting point. Can you hear me, Mr. Rabbit?
Hello, Francis.
Take it away.
Thank you very much, Francis. Well, sirree, Bob, I hope you can see me amidst this fantastic array of machinery. I tell you, this is probably the biggest thrill that anyone has ever had in his whole life, to be able to bring you into this very, very intricate place. This is a secret place. And, well, you see, it just waited for television. This is one of the miracles of television, that I could bring this to you today. It was a wonderful thing that E.B., the Easter Bunny, allowed me to do this. We wanted to have him here with us to speak to you today, but as many important men in industry, he was rather reticent to appear in front of the television cameras. I hope you'll understand. However, I do know a great deal about this. This is a fantastic thing. This was created by Mr. E.B., the grand old man E.B. He himself did a lot of this work, and I want you to know that bunnies from all over rabbitdom come here to study this machinery in their work on eggs. This, of course, is the candy egg department. Now, let me just show you where we are. This is where the chocolate dip is mixed. Now, right here is the vat. You see the vat. Thank you, fellas. You're showing a splendid array of this. Down there are the pipes. Now, through those pipes pass the most beautiful chocolate syrup in the entire world. And I would like to, maybe I could just put my microphone down here. I hope you can hear me. If you turn up the gain a little, fellas, then you can hear me as I move around. Now, here on this side is the milk machine. It's fresh whole milk. We use nothing but the finest. And I will show you how, maybe we could, oh dear, it's pretty full. I wish you could see in there, but the lights aren't bright enough to get in there. It's so beautiful with chocolate syrup, but I think I can show you. It won't spoil the operation. It's the end of the season anyway. We pull this down, you see, for the milk. Now, I'll just show you how it operates. We'll just make a little bit. There, you see? Whoops, just the soup zone. Now, over here, this fantastic heavy, hangs over my head, is this is where the sugar and the cocoa is mixed, or are mixed. The cocoa beans we grind ourselves right here, and I'm just going to show you. We pull this, you see, to mix it. We add this to the milk until we get the proper, whoop. We got it pretty full, I believe. Well, sirree, Bob, oh, I wish you could see that down there. I just say, wait a minute, there's an old dipper down there. You can, I think, let's see if I can reach that dipper. There, I think I can. There we are. I just want you to see. Ooh, isn't that lush? I want you to see this, if you can. I hope you can. Can you see this? I hope you can. I hope you can see this on your home screens. If you can't, get a bigger set. That's the only answer. Look at that. It's just as lush and as rich and satiny smooth. Well, I just couldn't ask for anything lovely. Well, I wanted you to see that anyway. There, I will put that right down and hook it there on the side. That's fine. Oh, it's so good to taste. Indeed it is. I wish that we could have had E.B. here, but we couldn't, as I told you before. However, we do have someone who's going to represent him. We're going to, it is a she. She happens to be my date for the bunny hop tonight. We have the annual bunny hop we have every Easter, the employees orchestra. We all play and dance together. We're going to televise that, too. And her name is Felicia Rabbit, and she is the niece of E.B., that grand old man, the Easter Bunny. And she is going to come here. She's in charge of the decorations, but she's going to come in first. Oh, I meant to show you this, too. This is a magnificent thing. See, there's an awful lot of, it's not all mechanical, it's pawl work. We do a lot of pawl work here. Of course, this is a two-bunny operation. I can't work it very well. But anyway, I wanted you to know that that's the way we make it smooth. Anyway, Felicia Rabbit's going to come in. and she's going to give it. Felicia, would you step in, please, dear? Here she is, folks, Miss Felicia Rabbit. Speak to right in the microphone, dear.
Hello, darling. See you cute little things everywhere. I just have, oh, Fletcher, this is the most darling thing. I just think it's the most enchanting little thing I ever saw in my life. I'm just so happy.
Felicia, you have a message from your uncle, E.B.
Oh, yes.
Felicia, in the microphone, please.
Oh, well, my Uncle E.B. says he's...
Felicia, I believe you'll have to speak a little louder.
Fletcher's not ladylike to shout.
Well, Felicia, here, you take the microphone and you give the message. Dear me, suz, this seems to be fouled again. Here, Felicia, take it, and when... don't fall in, honey.
No worry, darling.
When I say pull now, see if I can free it. It's caught down here in one of the... pull, Felicia. I'm pulling. Pull hard. Oh,
Fletcher, darling! Fletcher! Oh, help somebody!
Felicia, let go of my ears.
If I do, you'll go into chocolate syrup.
Oh, heavens. Wait a minute, Felicia, here. I've got a hole here.
Oh, darling, here, let me help you out, you poor little thing. Oh.
I can't get a foothold. Felicia, ring the alarm bell or call for help. Ring the alarm bell.
Where's the alarm bell? Here? Oh! Fletcher! What have I done? Help!
Well, I thought you'd find us a very interesting interview today. I guess that about finishes this part of the tour. As a matter of fact, as far as I'm concerned, it finishes the whole doggone tour. Francis, take it away.
Oh, Fletcher, I'm so sorry, but now don't worry, we'll do something. Well, as you can see, Fletcher has not only gone all out for this tour, but all in as well. But however desperate our situation here, our friends along the network have a special message for you, after which time we hope to be able to continue our tour of the eggplant with the chocolate bunny or Fletcher Rabbit. You know, in all big operations, there's always a break for lunchtime. And so it is at the eggplant. We take you now to the storeroom, where some of the employees are busily engaged getting the room in order for the night's festivities, the bunny hop. Mr. Hare, just a minute. May I ask you a few questions? Am I right in assuming that it's just about lunchtime? And may I ask you, too, whether or not sandwiches aren't a very important part of lunchtime? Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite bread? Would I be correct also in assuming that that favorite bread is Silvercup? Well, you know then that extra milk makes Silvercup extra good. More than half a pint of fresh, whole milk goes in every large loaf. That accounts for its finer texture, longer-lasting freshness. Do you sometimes have toasted sandwiches, Mr. Hare? Well, then you know how good Silvercup toast can be. Silvercup is famous for its toastability. I imagine you're really excited about the party tonight. Going to have refreshments? Sandwiches? Do you have plenty of bread? Good. And what kind of sandwiches? Parsley? Celery? Let me see. Carrot? Egg salad? Good. Will you save some for me? Wonderful. Well, I guess the next best thing now is to try to contact Fletcher wherever he may be. Calling Fletcher Rabbit. Calling Fletcher Rabbit.
Hello?
Fletcher, you sound different. Where are you?
Right next to you.
Well, where? Fletcher, I'm so sorry.
Just glad that I could get to the shower, but...
Oh.
Is it all off?
Why, there needn't be anything like anything to be all off. Of course not. Go to the...
I mean the chocolate syrup.
The chocolate syrup.
Oh,
yes.
Francis, what in the world will E.B. say?
Well, what is he always? Hasn't he always said think?
Yes.
Haven't you always thought?
Yes.
Hasn't he always said, if you think that you can, you can?
Yes.
Haven't you always thought so?
Yes.
Hasn't he always said, if you can keep your head when those about you, hasn't he always said that?
Yes, he's always said that.
And you've always kept it?
Up till now, but I can't now. I can't face
And
it.
who?
Can't
And
face-
who was it who has always said the show must go on?
I don't know who.
You, Fletcher.
Was it me?
Why, certainly.
I feel 105 years old. It seems like ages ago, eons ago. Francis, I can't face the bunnies.
You have to go. They'd just be heartsick if you didn't go.
Oh, I hate to miss the bunny hop, too, but what can I do, Felicia? And all, she'll laugh at me.
They won't laugh at you, and you'll show E.B. what a great man you are.
You really mean it, Fran? Shall I go to the dance?
Go to the dance.
Will you come over later?
Certainly, I wouldn't miss it.
I'll get over there. You contact them. I'll be over there in
I
2
will.
hops. Yes,
I will.
sir.
Ooh, calling the storeroom. Calling the storeroom. Oh, I can hear them now. The bunny hop is on.
So you go on and have fun, and I just think I'll go home with my uncle. Fletcher, my darling, cute little bunny, my sweet little chocolate bunny, you came back to me.
Oh, Felicia, will you ever forgive me? Will you ever forgive me?
Forgive you, darling? You're the cutest, most gallant, wonderful rabbit I've ever known in my entire life. Well, I couldn't have lived without you tonight.
Oh, then I'm still invited to the dance.
Invited to the dance? Dance with me, Henry.
On with the dance. Well, sirree, we're going on with our dance, but right now, here are some of the people responsible for Bunny to Bunny. Let's go, folks. Really, Fletcher? Well, could I come like this? May I ask a partner? Fran, you tango?
Tango.
Let's go to the eggplant.
The Kukla Easter Show has been brought to you on behalf of Mrs. Josephine E. Gordon and the Gordon Baking Company, including all the employees who bake and deliver fresh milk-rich silver cup bread. This is Randy Kent joining all the Kuklapolitans and wishing you a very happy Easter.
Tomorrow night, see Names the Same on ABC Television Network.